Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Workshops, where I go through the building process of all my models. And with that, I hope you enjoy. Door-Beck is honestly one of my favourite models I have ever made for the Mordig. This is because he has had technically three models built. Let's talk about the Trainz model first, just so that's over and done with, because that honestly hasn't got much lore, or anything really. Door was originally part of a company I had called the Ranchco Narrow Gauge Railway. It was basically a mix between Andy's Apple Farm and the Tadaclin. Or for those who are new gen, Digital Circus before it was cool. But yeah, it was literally just Digital Circus. Like, the lore was shit. It was just really edgy. It was fucking bad. Since I know staring at a bunch of PNGs doesn't really tell much of a story, I have decided to go back in the route after nearly 5 years to first of all talk about the Ranchco, and hopefully, if I did remember, actually talk about the Door reskin. If not, this entire bit is just a massive waste of time. Right, so this is the old route, which is showing its age, because this was done probably 2019-20, around that lockdown. Yeah, this was before people knew how to properly mesh edit. This was like the starting age for all that, because, you know, we got fucking not Smudger, not Duncan, not a Gemveri, you know, those random mesh edits or whatever. Yep, this route is shit. Because this was when I was messing around with routes, as you can tell. This is literally the fucking Festiniog. I think I stole the route from the download station and just changed assets. As you can tell, it's ugly. All I did is I bulk changed a couple things. It's just, you can see that it was just made by a kid. I thought I was clever, like this guy, and not Scarlowy, and literally fucking Smudger. Like, this wasn't it. But yeah, we're on about Door, so let's move Door out the way, because we love Door. And yes, that is an E2 whistle because I thought that was cool. Okay, yeah, this is literally an illegal reskin. I don't know if that term's used anymore because I haven't done Trainz in a good few years, but I don't know what this model came from. It was from the download station. I was like, yeah, I'll reskin it. Yeah, this livery wasn't supposed to be it, because it was supposed to be flipped, but I guess I just fucked up with the textures, so we got like a Baldwin kind of look from, I don't know, just, it looks weird, but at the same time, I didn't want to fix it. So yeah, we got normal Chorus Vulcan stuff, because it's just a fucking reskin. The little brass things here, I have carried on to the new model because it's a new model, and I wanted it to be a little bit accurate to the reskin, because, but that's it. Yep, there's no cab, there's no nothing, because it was just a shitty reskin. Yeah, not really much to say about the Door model, just the obvious mismatched number, because not a name, that is a name, because I couldn't color code correctly, because God forbid I used the color pick tool. That's it, that's just kind of Door. Not much to say other than he's my ugly chud son. At least it was better than Smudger. I'm no fucking Glenvale type shit. Oh yeah, so yeah, let's go back to talking about the Door models before I get distracted again. Door Mark 1 has no build process because I was too excited to get him done. But all I do remember is that he is a double M model steam tram starter tank engine. There wasn't much to say about his building anyway, as he was just painted black and had silver smoke box and extra details. And he also had really big chunks of coal wedged into his bunker, which did kind of play into a part on why I needed a Mark II. That was it. That was Door Mark 1. He was honestly, at the time, one of my worst models because he had the gubbin situation where he was covered in adhesive spray, which, kind of ruined him. And now for the fun part, because this model actually has some history to it, and we're not going to get it done in like 2 minutes. Door Mark II is once again a Double M Models kit, this time of their large falcon. Unlike Door Mark 1, number 2 actually had a concept edit made so I can use it as guidance. When the kit arrived, it was a simple case of painting him up and making him look good. Compared next to Mark 1, he actually looked way better, which gave me high hopes for the model's future. For the longest time, Door was simply just a black falcon. A while after, I also decided to get him and all the other engines some nameplates from Narrow Planet. This changed him a lot, so where he actually was called Door. There was at a time I was starting to think on calling him Lee, but I can't see myself ever doing that, because that just feels wrong. Once I was happy with Door, I decided to start using his model for skits, because that's all I could do when I had no layout, and I still don't because I'm not doing all that. It was around at this time that I may have broken his funnel. I was recording for a random skit from an object show that I used to like, and apparently I was a bit too rough with shoving him, and the resin funnel decided to break off. He basically had a chip in his funnel for a few months. Eventually though, I got really sick of dealing with a chip funnel, so I decided to sand down the smoke box, get rid of the old funnel, and replace it with a new one. This of course coming from a Gen Very, because I have a lot of those apparently. So, Door had a new funnel, and honestly, it looked great. I loved it so much. Like, as soon as I put it on, I looked at it, and I was immediately like falling in love. It was so him. Oh yeah, it was at this time I also sold Mark 1, so we don't talk about who did it. I didn't give it to him. As you know, recently I decided to buy actual brass paint for my funnels and whistles and all that. Involved were the Mording and Riverbank engines. This also meant Door. Out of all the engines, I would say Door benefited from this the most, because all of his details were actually touched up correctly, other than being a really matte Sharpie that I found from Powerland or something. Other than that, that's Door. Not really much else to say, because in the end of the day, it is just a repainted 3D print, so can't really go into much detail on that. Although he has very much gotten popular in my little group, because, he's a silly little guy, so of course he's going to get the center of attention. And that's really it. Thank you all for watching. Do whatever YouTube keeps telling you to do, even though it probably doesn't do much. And I shall see you next time. This is the Loco Possum signing out.